Hello, everyone. Let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Spirit, please show me what messages. Ooh, we got a few of them out here. Okay, we've got no psychics allowed. Perhaps it's time to stop depending so much on tarot readings and start trusting your own intuition and decision making. The next card we got out was compromise is a bridge you need to cross to make peace with your partner. Learn the art of compromise and meet each other halfway so that you minimize the amount of friction in your relationship so both of you feel valued and fulfilled. No amount of psychics can tell you that. That's just common sense. You need to meet your partner halfway. You cannot expect one person to be doing all the work and the other one just take. If givers keep giving, takers keep taking. Next card we got out is think before you act or speak. Don't jump to conclusions and make mountains out of molehills. It will only drive them away. Try to ground your emotions before acting or speaking, okay? I think that if there has been you constantly compromising in a relationship, I do feel like you have had time to take a step back and really think about what you were going to say before you said it. I do feel like you were trying to maintain and set healthy boundaries in this relationship. And it got to the point where someone here had to pull out their sword. And this is a sword of truth. They spoke their truth. They said what they needed. And now it's funny because she's got, the sword here. If you look, she's holding up her sword. She's wielding the sword and ready to go into this battle. And now it's almost like she's putting the sword in the sheath. If that's what it's called, okay? And it says, set and maintain healthy boundaries. You should communicate your standards and boundaries in a respectful way. Equip them with the necessary tools and knowledge to successfully pursue you. So I feel like, you took a moment out, you thought about what you were going to say before you said it, and at first it's like you went all in, swords out, like ready for a fight. You took a step back, you really analyzed the situation, and I feel like that's growth. I feel like, you are growing, and that is a sign of maturity. Listening to your intuition, it says, don't let your insecurities get the best of you. Sometimes your own worst enemy is the road to progress, or in the road to progress is going to be yourself. To attract true love, you must first believe you are worthy of receiving. And so I feel like, this, again, it goes back to self-worth issues, knowing that you are worthy of having a intimate relationship where the other party respects your boundaries. And maybe that's a big thing in the past, is that you've always been in these cycles of relationships where, people don't respect your boundaries. They don't respect your feelings, and they kind of walk all over them. Spirit. All right. So we've got here, create the daydream effect to make them feel they found gold. Cultivate a desirable image that will make them feel they can't ever achieve, leaving them constantly daydreaming about the potential of the relationship. And maybe that's what it was. They were breadcrumbing you. You were being breadcrumbed. They almost spun this illusion around you, but when it came to actually fulfilling anything, they were just giving you the bare minimum. It was almost like dragging this out. And then we got keep it private. If you have issues in your relationship, learn to talk to your partner instead of airing your dirty laundry and risk damaging the future of your relationship. So be careful of gossip, because misery loves company. And especially, in relationships, other people, they don't want to see you happy. As much as they love you and they could be friends of yours, they also don't want to see you be happy. And they would rather, especially if they're not happy. Okay. So be careful of airing your dirty laundry out there to the public or to your friends or on social media. Create a safe space. Allow your partner to speak openly without being judged or treated as if they're wrong and broken. If they come to you, be there to meet them. I feel like when you explained your insecurities, I feel like this partner tried to give you a safe space, but maybe they went and talked to other people about what you were going through. I don't know that it was really taken into consideration. And then we've got handle rejection gracefully. It says, learning how to handle rejection gracefully is not easy, but a necessary skill. Let go of the idea that you can change their mind about it, okay? So I feel like, you know, at this point, even if you're the one who is rejecting someone else, I feel like you're just like, you know what? I just get this independence. Like, I've already been there, done that. So I'm going to go ahead and opt out of this situation, opt out of this timeline, so to speak, because it's not getting you to where you want to go. I get this Aquarian aspect, and we do now have Pluto in Aquarius, so it's detachment. It's just like, oh, okay, you know, another one bites the dust, so to speak. Leave the past in the past. Don't assume that what happened in the past will happen again. What's past is the past. Rehashing old wounds will only poison the future. Let it go. And then it says, yeah, drop the games, okay? Anybody who is out here playing games with you in your heart, it's time for you to drop it. Drop them, drop the situation, drop it all. There are games you play when dating that might boost your chance at winning, but if you take it too far, you'll end up losing. Stop while you're still in the game. And I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, your intuition was telling you that this individual was playing games with you. It was a game of like cat and mouse is what I'm getting, you know. It's like they give you an inch and then they take a mile. And it's like, again, it goes back to that like just breadcrumbing. And I feel like they thought it was a very strategic thing. It's almost like they act like they don't care, but they actually care a lot more. So it's like, they want you to chase them, and then when you stop chasing them, then they come running after you. Okay? Again, cat and mouse. And maybe they've gotten away with that in the past, but I don't see them getting away with that now because I see this very strong, independent woman. And I feel like also this woman has a lot of people around her that is helping give her that strength. They're telling her, you're beautiful, you deserve more. You're asking for the bare minimum, they're not even giving you that. This situation is really beneath you. Make sure that the people, if you are talking to your friends about this, that you're talking to people who have their shit together. You can't close your eyes to what is going on here by any means. There's no closing your eyes to this. If this is a cycle of the past, I feel like you're just like, I'm not even going to fight for it anymore. Maybe in the past, that's what you've always done. You've, talked till you were blue in the face. And it got you to a place of like, feeling like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but there actually is. And I feel like, you're just not willing to do this anymore. You've learned your lessons. You're feeling much more confident because I see confidence here in her. Yeah, dreams are not enough. Dreams are simply illusions. Falling in love can be magical, but don't be so eager to maintain the fantasy at all costs to avoid exposing the other's shadow. Love is embracing it all. It's one thing to embrace another person's shadow side, but you can't love them into fixing themselves. They have to be willing to do that for themselves. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, you're being divinely guided. You're exactly where you need to be, and your love life is divinely guided. Wait for the answers. I think for a lot of you, you already know the answers, and that's what it's saying. No psychics allowed. You don't need to go to tarot readers to find out whether this person is good for you, whether this person is, going to take the next step. Look at their actions. If you're constantly having to wield your sword and communicate in a very sharp manner, and this person isn't picking up on the cues, then you already know your answer. If you've had to consistently repeat yourself, and this is a situation you've already seen, and you've addressed the issue, it's time for you to put your sword away. Stop talking. Actions. You know, I'm not a firm believer. Like, we're in a society now where everybody's like, walk away, walk away, walk away. There are things that we do have to walk away from. And if another person is just not hearing us, eventually you do have to stop talking and you will have to walk away. But at the same time, some things are worth working on, but you also have to take a step back and let the other party figure their shit out. It doesn't mean that it's a no. Sometimes it's just a not right now. It's like right guy, right girl, wrong time. Timing is everything right now. Okay? Let's see what the angels have to say about this. Yeah, create a safe space. Yeah, romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. So regardless of whether or not this person ends up getting on board, if you are meant to be in a relationship, the universe will always bring you a distraction. And either this person will get on board because they don't want to lose you, or if this person isn't willing to step up to the plate and you're willing to sacrifice it, immediately someone new will come in and take their place. And trust me, it's going to be everything that other party wasn't willing to do for you. So keep that in mind. Cupid's arrow strikes. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, not all that glitters is gold, guys. That's the card that just came out. Any other advice, Spirit? Romantic advice? Yeah, here and now. Past and present. Pay attention to those red flags right there. See that red flag? Here and now. Do we continue with our ways of the past? Or do we move into our future? Let's look at this. Let's see what... It's the number 32, which is a 5. So there are changes in this relationship. In your relationships, should I say. Number 32. So it says, it is easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now. One that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and a new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. So try not to get off the beaten path, okay? Don't, settle for less than what you deserve. Communicate clearly with the universe. Pay attention to the red flags, because I feel like you're going to start seeing cycles of the past, and you can't love the red flags out of somebody, okay? It just doesn't work that way. They have to be willing to see their role in all of this. And if they're not, you're just going to have to walk away from them. Any other last messages, Spirit? Here we go. Yeah. Only time will tell. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. I appreciate it. It does help my channel grow. I love you all so very much. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Take care.